Yo, it's your boy Kenji, man, and look here, I got a spoiler review for you. This is chapter 711. I don't know the title yet, but it's the spoilers. Believe me, it is. Believe me, this. So here goes the spoilers. I'm gonna read the translation. Who did the translation? Gzwag. Thank you again, Gzwag. He is part of the Reddit community of Kingdom, and he always translates for us so we can know what this chapter is saying. So let's get into it. Kensaroo. That's the new guy from Seka. And after this as well, I will be talking about predictions and a little bit of spoilers mixed on top. A little icing on top. You know what I'm saying? So stay for that. Kensaroo says that the general has shown his pride as a commander of Quinn, but he should surrender now. The Quinn general tells him to not look down on him and that Quinn will devour Zhao. He charges towards Kensaroo and is taken down in one swing. Damn, Mara. You gonna make all these people just so they get killed. Okay. Kensaroo's soldier says nice job and that their job on this side is finished. Kensaroo wonders how Jiaga is doing. Jiaga, after taking down the original group he clashed with the original group he clashed with, begun taking out the remaining Quinn rear army. The rear army sees people fly high into the air and received a report that the general in charge was taken out. Bitch ass nigga, Sanahaku. You might as well die. For real. The rear army is having a hard time deciding what to do because shit, something popped up. Having a hard time deciding what to do because some want to regroup due to unknown enemy numbers, while others want to charge and take out the ones in front of them. Because they're all from different cities, there isn't a general who can decide what the whole army in the rear should do. As they argue about what to do, more enemies appear above them on the cliffs. Although some want to fight the majority, some want to fight the majority. He doesn't know how to use commas, people. Gzwag doesn't know how to use commas. I appreciate Gzwag, but you need to drop a comma down here somewhere. Although some want to fight, the majority decides to retreat in the rear. In reality, the Zhao seen above were just a few rows of soldiers, but from below, they didn't know how many were behind them. Kensaroo receives a report saying after Jiaga attacked the rear, the Quinn rear army has begun to retreat. Kensaroo says all that remains are those at the front. The Quinn general gets news that after their head general was slain, the entire rear army retreated. The Quinn wonders why they retreated with so many in numbers and tries to figure out what they should do. The general says that since they still have 50,000, so they will march forward with the number they have right now because two of the great six are waiting for them ahead. That's some soldiers. I like that. If you hear some talking, they're just my neighbors. The walls are thin in these apartments, and you know they always up, like always up. Every time I'm recording, I could be recording in the middle. It's 4 in the morning right now. They talking. It could be daytime. They don't go to sleep. I don't know what to do, people. All right. So the Quinn wonders why. Okay, the general says that since they still have 50,000, so they will march forward with the number they have right now because two of the great six are waiting for them ahead. I read that part, but whatever. They march forward while making sure the Zhao aren't chasing them from behind. The narration says that the Zhao took out about 40,000 Quinn soldiers. 50,000 moved forward and the remaining retreated as far back as the city they begun marching from. So they went back to their city. The Haitian unit is waiting with the rest of the Southern Army for the Northern Army to arrive. A messenger comes to report that the Northern Army has arrived has arrived, and they joke that with 200,000, they must be a lot slower. You don't know. The messenger reports that the amount that came only amounts to 50,000, and Shin is shocked. Me too. Then Remy reports that their northern army was attacked by Zhao and that a good portion has returned back to the starting point. Ousen asks if they were all taken out, and then Remy says that about 50,000 has linked up with Kanki's army. Ousen thinks while saying 50,000. Ousen know what it is, just like I know what it is. Stay tuned for the prediction. The generals of the Southern Army are having a meeting, although they're thankful for that they're thankful for the ones that can't. Geez, wag, get this right. Thankful for they came. The number is not enough. Thankful for they came. The number is not enough. Geez, wag, drop a comma in there, a period or something, bro. Jesus, 50,000 isn't a small number, but compared to the 200,000 they were expecting, it felt very lacking. Heki says that it's a problem because they split off from Ousen army because of this. The general from the north says they have no excuse. You better not. You better not. But it's really Shohiken's fault, y'all, for putting these ragtag of people from all these different cities into one big army like this. This is Shohiken's fault, and I can't wait for the king to tell him, look at him and be like, Shohiken, come on, dog. Military affairs. So, Heki says okay. The general from the Moten says they didn't come for nothing, and that it's good they're here. Carrier 10 asks if the ones who retreated are going to come, and the northern general says it wasn't easy gathering that many in the first place, so it's not likely they'll be able to leave right away even if they came. Moran replies that they don't have time to wait for another few 10,000s to come, because if they had the time, they would have just waited for the Ousen army in the first place. And I'm going to answer some questions that you probably are going to try to think of in the future, because I thought of the same thing. Heki agrees, and Ten says they're back to choosing between two options. One, they take the 50,000 and still attack Gyan, or two, give up on the attack and withdraw. Moran then asks what Ten thinks is the best choice since she's talking so much. Yeah, Carrier 10 always talking. But she's a strategist, dawg. Ten says she's not sure and that she wants to hear Moten's opinion. She keeps thinking of how to attack with 50,000 but can't think of a good way to win. You can't. 50,000 isn't bad enough. They should throw the plan away immediately, but it's still tough to work with that number for an attack on Gyan. Moran says that she's thinking the only option is to gamble whether their attack will succeed or not. She says she didn't say that. Moten says according to the report, Gyan has about 100,000 while they have about 140,000 with the Northern Army. Even if Zhao predicted Gyan would be the spot Quinn would attack. Dawg, stop with this predicting, bro. They know you about to attack there. Come on. Oh, they don't know we about to attack Gyan. Yes, they do. Okay. Most they would have is 10 to 20,000 extra soldiers that their situation right now isn't exactly unfavorable. His lieutenant says compared to Gyoy, this looks pretty good. Bruh, y'all had Big Daddy Ousen for Gyoy, and that was his whole plan. That was Ousen. It wasn't Heki. Heki agrees. Moten says if they go back to Atsuyu, then the Zhao will prepare even more, and it's easier to attack Gyan now compared to later, so he votes to attack, to which his lieutenant agrees. Ten, Heki, and the Northern General all vote to continue the attacks to attack as well. Moran notices Shin is being quiet and asks what he thinks. He thinks Shin will for sure say that they should move forward, but figured he'd ask. But Shin says that he's not sure. Everyone is surprised. When asked what he means, Shin says ever since Atsuyu, he's been feeling off. Feeling off. Yeah, y'all about to get whooped, smashed, bashed upside the head. Moran says he's always in a bad mood. Kanki says he's getting scared. He should go back with his army. Shin says he's not scared, but simply that if they don't proceed with caution, it'll be dangerous. Then asks if Kanki isn't feeling the same way. Moran mocks him for suggesting that, but Kanki says he feels the same way to everyone's surprise. A kid can figure this out, bro. Y'all about to get annihilated. Kanki says it's because of that he's moving forward because it's only in those situations something is worth having, especially Kanki. He then says it's always been that way and nothing has changed. Whatever is prepared, he'll just get over it and take the head of the one in charge, which means that he wins. Not today. That shit ain't about to work no more, Kanki. Riboku know how you fight now. He tells the rest, let's go already, you newbies. Riboku receives a report that after the northern armies attacked the Queen, only had 50,000 marched forward to join Kanki's army. The total Queen number is 140,000 and are now moving towards Gyan. Riboku says that they are leaving right away and that they will take out Kanki at Gyan. No break next week. Alright, y'all. Now, some people will ask, and some people will not ask, why go so far north to Gyan when you could just attack Handan or the capital Kantan? You know, two different names. One's Japanese, one's Chinese. Instead, just go around and why not Ousen just attack the capital? First of all, Ousen, his army is beat up. He doesn't have that many men to attack the capital. And if they decide, like, if Ousen, Kanki, and their whole army decides to attack the capital, guess who's going to attack them? Riboku and them. Riboku is not at Gyan right now. They're in a city. I forgot the name of the city. They're in a city between Gyan and the capital Kantan, right? So if they decide to attack the capital, you're going to have an army of 100,000 attack your backside while you're trying to attack the capital, and you're going to get pincered, right? Squished like a sandwich. So this is what Ousen predicted, y'all, because Ousen was going to decide, you know what, let's just go around, but there's going to be an army next to us, like right behind us. But think about it, Yon is pretty far away, right? So that's why Riboku picked that spot. He picked a city that's just far enough, not too far, not too close, just enough so if an army does try to come across through the north of Zhao, or Ousen tries to go around all the defenses, that he can still come behind them and attack their army from the rear. So this is the whole problem with having Riboku and Shibasho, who are pretty much the two generals that are running that show, behind them. Alright? It's genius, really. It's a very defensive move. And understand, Riboku can only be defensive right now. That whole offensive thing that he's been doing, he only play defense. Because he can't understand. The Queen have taken over the southern part of Zhao and have taken over the western part of Zhao. They pretty much moved in. They moved their citizens in. They got a whole bunch of soldiers there. And they would have to really gather up a lot of soldiers. But you got to understand, Riboku doesn't have a lot of soldiers. We've been killing them since the beginning of this manga. Understand, y'all? Quinn has been killing Zhao soldiers since the beginning of this manga. Alright? They don't have that many soldiers to be running around. Alright? They only can defend northern Zhao and the capital in defensive measures. Now, here is my prediction. Ousen, now let me wait before I go to the prediction. Understand what Ousen's thinking right now. Ousen knows they don't have enough men to go to the north and attack them. And what you gotta understand is you got the cream of the crop in northern Zhao. It's soldiers that they haven't fought yet, people they do not know of. And many of these generals are from Sector City, most of them. And the other generals that are with him are the people that we have already fought, like Benanji, Futai. Futai ain't no general. I don't know why they keep showing his ass. Kane, Futai don't do shit. I don't even know why they keep showing him. Benanji, Shun Shuju, don't forget that he's there too. And what's that other dude that was with her, Ryufu? Kohaku. He's there too. So that's the generals right there. Alright? Understand. And the ones that are in the capital, you gotta understand, the ones that are in the capital are Kizu, remember Kizu from Western Zhao. He's there. Rihaku, remember Rihaku of defense, and Kozen Rihu, that one that got his hand chopped off by the mountain people. Remember they tried to corner Yatanwa and them, and he got his hand chopped off. Remember, those generals are in Zhao. Now, they've got a couple more there, right? You got the Royal Army that is there as well. So we got some unknown generals that we haven't seen yet. But they not going to move from the capital. They are in defensive mode. Remember this. Now, Ousen knows that's not 50,000 is not enough to go there and attack them. And that they are too prepared defensively, and you would need a large army. That's why all of these plans rested up on the 200,000 soldiers coming there, because you need that number to defeat these guys who are so prepared like this. And they needed the time to jump on them before they got prepared. Now that that's gone, you just forcing an issue. And Ousen knows this, but there could be a chance that they could win. There's a chance, but it's very small. And understand, they're about to lose because Riboku is not fucking around. You see he's ready. You see how this is how I know he's not fucking around. Riboku just left to go to Yon. So that means Riboku is gonna personally lead this army to make sure that he stumps it out. Shin, Kanki, Moten, y'all about to get an ass whooping out of this world. These dudes from Seka are not playing. Shiba Show and Riboku gonna be there, and they about to. Ousen ain't going up there. You think Ousen going up there? Why? To get his ass whooped? Nope. You know Ousen doesn't fight a battle that he can't win. We know this. Ousen does not fight a battle. Remember when he fought Rimpa? When Rimpa showed up, he was like, shit, I ain't gonna win that battle. I'm dipping. This is Ousen's way. So, but understand, how did Ousen defeat and take Gyoi? How did he defeat Riboku? He didn't beat him militarily. They were in a stalemate. They ran the stalemate. How did he beat him? Remember how he beat him. Spies. Remember those spies that went into Gyoi and started fucking shit up? Same plan. Now, what can he use his spies for this time? Think about it. Because Horror doesn't show you nothing. He doesn't show you something for nothing. Remember, Prince Ka, the former, God damn it, what's that? What's the saying? I forgot. He was the next in line. Prince Ka, man, nah, fuck that. Fuck that shit, bro. I gotta find that word. Y'all, I know y'all know what I'm talking about, but god damn, man. Y'all just wait up. He was the former crowned prince. Crowned prince. I'm tripping, y'all. He was the former crown prince of Zhao. And now his brother, King Zin, or King Yumi, Prince Sin, has taken the throne. Remember, both of those boys are still alive. So when you think about it, who is saving the day? You got Sekka. All those generals from Sekka are rolling with Riboku. He has too much. He has full military control. Remember, King Sin gave him full military control. He said, "Go ahead, you got it. I don't care about politics. I don't care about military. Just make sure I'm on that throne." But what happens when he find out Prince Kai is up there in the north with Riboku, and he's messing? He's gonna feel like. Think about this. Let's say Riboku does somehow push the Quinn out of northern Zhao, right? Push them back into southern Zhao. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to retake those lands. He doesn't have enough soldiers, and so he would need what? The royal army, which is 100,000. He's going to need that army, that same army that attacked him and made him retreat out of the capital. He's going to need that army. He's going to need 200,000 soldiers. And how are you going to do that? You're going to have to kill. You're going to have to get rid of Prince Zen, King Zen. Somebody's going to have to break. You can't be having a civil war in your kingdom when you're trying to get another group of people out of another part of your kingdom that they took. Basically, they took half your kingdom, and they took westerns out. You can't get them. You can't get them out when you got half the men that you need in a city protecting a a, a, a despicable king like King Sin or King Yumi, however you want to say his name. All right, all these kings got a whole bunch of names. They got their king name, and then they got the name they was born with. It's like, nigga, pick one name. All right. Now, you also have Kakuki. Is that how you say it? That official, right? Now he knows this. That high official that's with, in the Zhao courts. He knows this. They can't be trusted. All those guys and all those officials can't really be trusted. You got a king who's just a little kid who's torturing people. What you think he gonna do to save his ass? Cause he know Riboku gonna come after him. What you think he gonna do? The same thing he did last time. He's gonna try to get rid of Riboku. And how you gonna do that? Gonna send that royal army after him. Alright? First of all, they're gonna tell him to step down from being a general. And try to all the work he put up, right? All those structures, defenses, all those men that are lined up, they're going to try to take him down from there because he is a pinnacle. Riboku has more power than Prince Kai. Understand that. He has more influence than Prince Kai. But since Prince Kai is with Riboku, then that means he's the one. He's the one. He is the main enemy of Kakuki, that official, the high official. So all Ousen has to do, Ousen, or Quinn, or the king, is get in that guy's ear and tell him, hey Kakuki, man, look, man, we know you in this situation. You in a you in the middle of a rock and a hard place, right? You between a rock and a hard place right now. You got a despicable king who's he doesn't do nothing. You barely have control over it. You have no control over your country. The only little control you have is in the capital, right? Look here, man. We will give you a position. All you gotta do is get Riboku out of that position. Get Riboku out of that position. Let us take over Zhao. Come and conquer the capital. And we'll save you, man. We'll let you live. Alright, bro? We'll do that for you. We'll give you some money, some bitches, some high positions. You get to keep your land. We won't come kill your family. Just get rid of Riboku and we'll do the rest. Alright? Because either way, eventually, we will muster up an army big enough to come and take you out. And if we don't take you out, guess who is going to take you out? Riboku. What you gonna do, Kakuki? Huh? You better pick a decision. You either join us or get taken the fuck out by Riboku, which is going to happen eventually. It's going to happen. And when Riboku finally gets your ass and kill your ass, and finally put Prince Kai on the throne, he might have a chance to beat us. But shit, by the time he do that, we would have already figured out a plan to do it or destroy them. Because you ain't taking back this land. You're not doing it. So that's the plan, y'all. That's the prediction, the spoilers, or however you want to talk about it, man. It ain't no way Zhao is split in two. You can't have two potential kings without there being some type of traitor amongst them. Alright? There's gonna be some traitors. There's gonna be somebody gonna be like, okay, look at Riboku. He has more power and more influence than me. If I don't save my ass, you know what I'm saying? If I don't get rid of him, I'm gonna die before Zhao even falls. So get ready for that, bro. Get ready for Kakuki to betray, all of Zhao. He's the one. He's the one y'all been sleeping on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't showed that nigga in a while. They haven't showed the inner circle of Zhao in a while. So get ready for it, bro. It's all on that. There's more than one way to knock out a kingdom. You don't always have to use military, alright? Sometimes you play politics. It is what it is, Riboku. Riboku, you still a bitch ass nigga. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I respect you, man. You one of the greatest generals in the Warring State periods, bro. You, Ousen, y'all pretty much on the same level, man. It's fucked up that you had to deal with what you had to deal with. But remember, always remember, Ousen gave you an opportunity to join our side. and say fuck the shit. Remember that, Riboku. Remember. Remember when you remember that as a blade is coming down across your neck to chop your ass up. Remember that. Remember. Remember that Zhao killed you. Not even Quinn. We couldn't even beat you. We sent our best and our worst. And we couldn't beat you. You were so good. But guess who killed you? Your own people. I told you. Didn't I tell y'all? How many times I gotta tell y'all? Zhao is full of bitch ass niggas. The proof is in the pudding, motherfucker. It's your boy Kenji. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Do all the thug dizzle. I know it was a long video, but I had to drop it for you, man. I'm out.